up, y'all? So the Grammys was Sunday, and what I think of it, Grammys always suck, bro. Like, I'm just being honest. I was watching that shit on mute, nigga, listening to whoever album I was listening to while reading this magazine. You know, and I really don't give a fuck. You know, Kendrick got his awards, you know, that's great. Shout out to him. You know, he definitely deserved it. Eminem got 2 awards as well. Of course, Beyonce, so forth and so on. But the main reason that caught my attention, you know, is Kanye. And why is everybody bashing Beyonce for her performance? Did she do like a gospel song or some shit? People just going in on her. A couple people dressed weird as fuck. Iggy got no awards, you know what I mean? So that kind of sucked. I at least thought she was gonna get one. Dang, it was shit, you know. But she's still gonna rack up in other like award shows. Like, don't get it fucked up. Like, Google how many awards she already got for albums and shit like that. So, you know, her hair looked crazy as fuck. But moving on to what I want to talk about, Kanye with Beck. Now, the thing with Beck is, I didn't know who the fuck he was. His album came out, I didn't even buy it. I downloaded that shit, but never listened to it. You know, the reason why I thought, like, with that album, it was interesting, he reminded me of Kurt Cobain. If you really look at the album cover a little bit, he kind of looked like him. It resembled him, but I never really got into the music. So, when, I guess, the best album for whatever category that was, Beyonce didn't win, which, how the fuck didn't she win? Or was it an album or was it a video? Who cares? Beyonce should win in all categories. That video she did in that hotel room was dope as fuck. But Kanye walks on stage, and I'm kind of mad he didn't do it. You know, he gave like a little rant speech, you know, about it or whatever. But the way he walked up on stage and then was like, never mind. You know, and you could see whole face like, oh, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, he should have did it. I mean, why not? You know what I mean? Because it's just like, what the fuck? He came out of, like, nowhere, you know, and he wins an award. But we know the Grammys is a popularity contest of fuckery at its best, you know. It's their award show, so it is what it is. It ain't like it's the BET Hip Hop Awards, the BET Awards, and no shit like that. Soul Train Awards. But he was right for what he said. Like, I mean, they shouldn't take that shit. You know what I mean? Like, Kanye, and he has many Grammys. Don't get it fucked up. I think he got like, what, 21 and 50-some nominations. But he puts out innovative music. You know, my personal opinion, he does. Beyonce, you know, does her thing as well. So does Hov. But, I mean, even J and B, they got Grammys as well. You know what I mean? So, was he right for what he was saying about Beck and anybody else? Grammy Awards particularly? You know, yeah. And it was dope to see him and Jay reunite. You know what I mean? They had their little whatever when Jay didn't show up to his wedding. So they cool again. Hopefully we get Watch the Throne too. But I feel he right. Like, that's just like, take people that do YouTube videos, right? You put in, if they had I don't even know they had YouTube Awards, but just say like you put in all your hard work, you know what I mean? You grew as a channel and a brand and everything like that. And it's an award for best album review. You know, I'm talking about for all the underground people. And you seeing the response and what people are saying, you know, and they give it to somebody because their editing was better, right? Should you do a video ranting about that person and his whack video and his whack channel? Of course you should, because you should have wanted the people, you know, spoken. And they feel like, you know, you deserve what you deserve. And to give it to somebody else who basically came out of fucking thin air and is basically whack, but has great editing, that's a slap in the face. So I do feel his argument was warranted. A lot of people just say, oh, he's crazy, he needs to sit his ass down, yada, yada, yada. But the reason why he didn't do it is because now he has the sponsors and people of Adidas or whoever corporate people is with him now. So he doesn't want to make, you know, be in the, basically having bad press. And I respect that. But I still would have loved to see it, you know, I mean, who wouldn't? To go and be like, nah, fuck it. I'm like, What was that? Like, you went all the way on stage and turned around. You should have did it. But he understands he's not stupid. Because I doubt you can make another My Beautiful Twisted Dark Fantasy, my nigga. I'm sorry. At this late in your career, if they crucify you like they did with Taylor Swift, it's over with. You know what I mean? So that's what I think, though. But even I was shocked. Like, who the fuck Beck? Like, I ain't never seen one of his videos. I've seen his album in stores, but who the fuck is he? I don't really understand. Shit was flabbergasted. You know what I mean? Kanye performed twice. That was what's up. But I just didn't understand, like, what are the Grammys thinking? Like, I've never seen none of his videos or anything playing. That's crazy. And I listen to all type of music. You know what I mean? And his songs never popped up. Pandora, none of that shit. So I didn't understand that. You know, I don't even know what his album did. Like, it don't matter about sales, but I mean, Beyonce dropped the album, like, that was something new. Based off that, she should have won everything. You feel what I'm saying? I guess, but I feel she was robbed. You know, if she was robbed, fuck, even with Taylor Swift, let's keep it real. Like, Beyonce does some of the most incredible videos, and I'm not even a fan of her like that. And I don't even care if she's hot. It's just that when you do some innovative shit and some dope shit that just make you like, wow, that shit was crazy, and nothing else compares to it, come on, man. Like, how can you rob somebody like that? Use another YouTube metaphor. It's just like if I do a video that I feel is mediocre, but people are saying, man, out of all the reviews on this album, your shit is the dopest. Like, you're hella underrated. Thank you. But if somebody else came and dropped some shit and I feel like their numbers are like more and they ain't say shit and I watched it, I'm gonna be feeling a certain type of way. You know, but I'm not into the whole throwing a shot at somebody or their channel. Like, people know who the fuck they is if they feel I'm saying something about them, but it is what it is. I got more real life shit to deal with than getting on YouTube and saying some shit about your whack ass channel. So it is what it is. But Kanye has a right for what he's saying. I just think that it's time for him to show improve with the music. His Yeezy 3 little shoes are they're not whack, it's different. It's him, you know, it's more a casual look, and that fits him, and people like that. You know, it's people that do dress casual. Like, I see this shit every day. Like, not everybody wears urban gear. Like, you know, some people does the whole, like, they may rock jeans, but they do like a nice button up with a nice sweater or some shit. Those are some dope shoes, though. I would even grab them if I thought they would be reasonable, just because it's just something different. You know, like, you go out with your girl, a nice dinner or something. You know, you can throw those on. Club, throw those on. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it fits to where it's urban, but then it's fashion at the same time. And I think that's a good look. So I think people are not open-minded enough to understand that shit was pretty fucking epic. But I guarantee the bandwagon gonna happen when you start walking around and seeing people with them. I'm already knowing when I'm going to certain white areas and shit, I'm gonna go come across a couple people that got them on. Of course, I already know. Like, when I go to Vegas and shit, I'm gonna go see somebody with them. You know, I'm gonna take a snapshot of that shit. Like, yo, look, because it's just something different. I bet if I wore the motherfuckers, it'll make people go buy them. You know what I'm saying? Not just based off who I am as a person, but that shit was pretty dope. You know, I haven't even put my justice or my piece on how I feel about them yet. I may do a video about that, but if you open up your mind, you will see that that's not a whack shoe. Do you honestly think a brand like Adidas, even though it's not Nike, would really get behind Kanye cause and let him have creative control and release some shit that they feel won't sell? You know what I mean? Even if it's in the abundance of numbers or whatever, it's not about, you know, to me it's about quality instead of quantity. You can press up 1 million of those shits, even if they don't sell, who cares? Just to have a part of that is incredible to me. You dig what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it is what it is. People will say what they say about the Yeezy 3, but watch the dick riding and bandwagon come around when you see somebody that you admire on YouTube with them, or somebody gonna do a review of them, you're gonna go fucking buy them, but then take back what you said. Y'all mark my words and watch that shit on YouTube. If you think that motherfuckers is not gonna buy them just to review it, just to have them in their hands, watch. You feel me? So at the end of the day, it is what it is. But do I feel Kanye was right? Hell yeah. The Grammys, don't ask me about that. That shit sucked. It ain't been dope since Lil Wayne, T.I., Jay-Z, and what's the name performed together. That's just my personal opinion. So that's that. Hope he drop an album. You know, that song he got out is dope, but I want that album. You know, I keep hearing great things about it, so I'm looking forward to that album. But what did y'all think of Kanye? Is he right? What do y'all think of his shoes? You know what I'm saying? Really, besides they're whack, they're garbage. Give me a real reason why you don't fuck with him. You did? Because if you're a grown man, you know that can go into your attire as some grown man shit. But other than that, I'm out of here, man. One more vlog and I'm done. One.